All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. This is your Saturday Stroll edition. So, all right, with a new edition of Chloe Bibby joining the Indiana Fever, it was just a matter of time for we to hear her speak at practice. Now, it was back at practice day because they do have to fly out to Chicago to face the Sky tomorrow in a primetime game at 3 o'clock, most like ESPN ABC. Um, Injury status still up in the air, but we already know that Caitlin Clark will not be playing. She's out indefinitely and doesn't seem to be making any strides to come back anytime soon. But with that being said and done, she was at practice. Michaela Tipson hit another half-court shot, but the story of the day is Chloe Bibby, because Chloe Bibby just flew from China when she got the news that the Indiana Fever were bringing her in. Now, I did thought that with Stephanie Tolbert being waived by the Valkyries that the Fever would have looked at her. Now, maybe the Fever did look at her, but with the New York Liberty snatching her up so quickly, then that left Chloe Bibby out there. Now, I still think the Fever still need to add another piece to the puzzle. I think they need to go ahead and make some roster cuts, but we don't know until trade deadline or what the situation is going to be. But right now, I do think Chloe Bibby will find a way on this team, even though she has a 7-day contract. But let's take a listen to what she had to say.
What's special about this opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm really excited. I had some stint there at Golden State and it was a great time. So yeah, went over, played with Australia, won a gold there, and that was great. So just to be back in the W and have another crack is really exciting. Really grateful for this opportunity here with the Fever and just excited.
What's it like to get up to speed so quickly? Obviously having to learn some of the plays, probably watching film to catch up on what you have missed.
Yeah, everyone's been super great, really helpful. So, just kind of taking it all in my stride right now and one step at a time. But everyone's been super helpful, so it's been good transition so far.
Where were you when you got the news or got the call that the Fever were picking you up?
I was in China.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
how quickly were you, just scramble mode then, coming over to the States, pack a bag and go?
Well, yeah, I was already in, so I went from San Francisco to China, and so then I didn't really get to go back to Australia. So just from China, I was like, well, I already have some stuff back, so then just come back over here, back to America. So yeah, it was good. It all happened pretty fast, but as I said, super grateful for the opportunity.
Does it still feel chaotic now that you've been with the team for a day, or do you feel like a little bit settled now after
I feel a little bit settled. I have had a lot of sleep, which is great, so I think I've got over the jet lag a little bit, so feeling good.
You had the chance with Golden State to play against this Fever team. What
Yeah.
were kind of your impressions then, and how do you feel like you can fit into what they do already?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, really physical team, tough, fast-paced, and I like that fast, style. So I think that suits me a lot. Fast-paced, shoot through ball, and I think that's exactly what I do. So hopefully I can find my strides here and get into some.
Has that been similar to what they've kind of instructed you that they hope you will do here with the
Yeah, I think just as long as I bring some energy and fast-paced everything, and just try find my shots within the offense and just getting to know the girls and chemistry and stuff. It takes time, but to try and build that quickly, and everyone's been really good so far.
Do you have any familiarity with any of the players?
I think I've honestly played against everybody. I haven't played with anybody, but I think with a college, professional, something, there's some sort of tie nearly with everybody on the team, so that's good.
Beneficial at all to be on the road, like you have a bus ride, I guess, to kind of keep up on the scheme and all that
I
stuff?
guess so, yeah. Oh, definitely, for sure, on the scout and the scheme and things like that. But I think it's a couple-hour bus ride, so get to know everybody a little bit better. It'll be good.
When did you get into town?
I don't even know what day it was. A couple days ago.
All right, so you got to listen and hear what Chloe Bibby has to say. And the first thing that I picked up from it is that she played against everybody. She doesn't have any familiar arity with some of the players on the team. We already know she played against Caitlin when she was in college. When Caitlin was in Iowa, she was at Maryland. So now, with that being said, they was asking specific questions. She was like, she's super excited. She want to get the team. She said she's well rested. So that's a good thing to have her well rested coming into a situation. Because the fact of the matter is that you got to think that, bringing her in and having her. So I figured that she was already with the team yesterday or day before and everything like that. And they probably gave her the day to rest and then bring her in today. Now, how they utilize her is going to be another thing because she did illustrated that the style that the Fever play, she likes that style, physical, fast paced, shooting threes, rebounding. So I think her hustle game is going to really, really benefit a lot that we have not seen and everything like that. And that's going to should take a lot of pressure off her. Um, Aaliyah Boston a little bit, especially if she can hit shots. If Chloe could hit some shots like how Sophie Cunningham has been doing, and you find a way to keep her on the floor with, say for instance, you have what Ari McDonald, Sophie Cunningham, Chloe Bibby. You could run AB. You could run what Kelsey Mitchell. So you got AB, Chloe, Sophie, Ari, and yeah, and that will be easy because then you have all that stretch floor position out there because you will have 4 3-point shooters. Now I think Ari McDonald would be the weakest out of the 3-point shooters, and that allow AB to work the paint a little bit because you don't have nobody clog the paint, and that's where you could take Natasha Howard off the floor at that time. Then if you want to bring Lexi in for Sophie, that's another thing, or you can move it around how you want to. So I think that's really, really important, especially now you can utilize Dantas more to back up AB, and then you could still have that big presence under there to get rebounds and stuff like that. So, and then you never know. But like I said, it's all a part of how Stephanie White uses Chloe Bibby. Because we know Stephanie White, she will mess up a rotation in a minute. She doesn't stick to the rotation when a person has a hot hand. But don't take it from me. Listen to her.
What were your impressions of Chloe before you guys brought her in, and how do you feel like she fit in even on just different?
Yeah, I mean, her ability to stretch the floor, to be a shot maker, to create some space on the interior for AB, her size certainly as well. And it's are all things that we liked, and now we get an opportunity to see. She came in, she studied the offense, and she's been good. She's been really good.
I think her best game this season was against you guys. Do you remember that performance from her at all?
I don't. I was not at that game because of the funeral, so I don't remember. Yeah.
What's the challenge of integrating someone this late into the season?
Yeah, I mean it's a challenge always. Anytime you're integrating, but I think at the position that she'll play for us, really being somebody that's in that stretch four, middle of the floor, there's not a lot of nuance to how we'll use her. We'll shorten the playbook a little bit, make it specific to ways that we can continue to stretch the floor when we put her on the floor with AB.
Today you had a rare practice.
So pretty much they plan on using her a lot with Aaliyah Boston on the floor to stretch the floor. So you think, if you think about it, she pretty much is going to be um, subbing in for Natasha Howard, which I stated in my last video that you needed that because they didn't have that after the Warner Bonner dipset out of Indiana. But having Chloe Bibby in there to come in, stretch that floor, because that's something Natasha Howard can't do. And we have seen it time and time again in these games that Natasha Howard clogs the paint and Aaliyah Boston can't operate. So now you bring in somebody that really can stretch the floor, really can hit them shots from out there. AB, now you could you get passes into AB. Now this would have been perfect if Caitlin Clark was healthy, because then you get to utilize that pick and roll really good with Caitlin and AB rolling to the basket because you have 3-point shooters out there, and then you can easily find them out there on the perimeter, and then that'll help Kelsey Mitchell play a little bit differently and a little bit freely, you know, and everything like that. But Chloe Bibby does bring a lot of that pick and pop, that pick and roll action in there. So I'm looking forward to see what they do against the Chicago Sky. Now, like I said, the Chicago Sky, they're the bottom of the barrel right now, and injury status might not be there, but this is a good game for Chloe Bibby to get a good warm up in, because she definitely, when they play Phoenix next Wednesday, this is going to be a good test for them now. And then you have somebody like her to add into that mix. And I think this is why they bring Chloe Bibby in, to make sure when they do play Phoenix, you don't have you make them play differently. So I won't be surprised by Wednesday that the Indiana Fever bring another person in. To be honest with you, I won't be surprised. I hope they will utilize Bree Turner a little bit more. You got Michaela Tipson playing in there, so we'll see. But let me know what your thoughts on this. What Chloe Bibby had to say. I'm looking excited. I'm looking for it and excited to see what she does on the floor. I've seen her against the Fever, but I want to see what she looks like playing with the Fever. Like, comment, subscribe. This is your Saturday Stroll edition, Live Wire Sports Media.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.